Hello friends, welcome to my channel. My name is Elena, and on this channel I share with you boots on the ground real estate research in beautiful Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. In today's video, we are talking about 5 things I wish I knew before purchasing a pre-sale property here in Puerto Vallarta. So if you're someone who is thinking about investing into a property here, if you're looking for a retirement property, if you are looking for a vacation property, this is definitely a video for you. And before we dive into the video, I wanted to make a quick note, a disclosure that this video is my experience and opinion only. This is not real estate advice. This is not legal advice. I strongly encourage everyone considering purchasing real estate in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico, to hire realtors, lawyers to assist them with the transaction. And let's start with number 1 thing I wish I knew about buying pre-sale in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico is that the earlier you buy the pre-sale, meaning before it breaks the ground, before the construction breaks the ground, the better the prices are. Also, the more of a down payment are you willing to put up front, the more of further discount you can receive. And some of the pre-construction properties here in Puerto Vallarta that are pre-sale are listed at anywhere between 10 to 30% less than the resale values. So that was super important information. I actually found that out fairly quickly after doing some research, but I did not know that up front because in Vancouver, Canada, the pre-sales actually work a little bit differently, and the prices of the pre-sales are not discounted. Thing number 2 I wish I knew before buying pre-sale here in Puerto Vallarta is that not every development is listed on MLS. And if the development is not listed on MLS, that does not mean that the development is not in good standing. It just means it needs a lot more research into it. And there are some incredible opportunities available when the development first releases. So if the developer is solid and if it's someone with a lot of experience and the background, and you're able to find that information out, but it's not yet on MLS, that is when the best deals are actually found. Tip number 3, or thing number 3 I wish I knew before purchasing pre-construction property in Puerto Vallarta or buying any property in Puerto Vallarta is the money transfers, wire transfers are not easily done unless you can be in the country of origin or the country of your bank account. There are definitely ways to get it done, but it caused me a lot of stress and a lot of work to figure out a solution without having to go back to Canada to be able to transfer my funds for the purchase of the property. And so that was definitely something I did not even think about. It's not that I didn't expect it, it's just something that never crossed my mind, but it's definitely something to consider. Friends, I interrupt this video to share with you some very exciting news and ask for your support. I am working on a video course or a guide, if you will, of how to purchase a investment, retirement, or vacation property in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. The course is done from a buyer's perspective, someone who has gone through the experience twice in the last year. So I need to know if you would be interested in this course, if you would like to be on the list to purchase the course, and the first 100 people will receive a very special price. So please send me an email and let me know if that is something that you would be interested in, and my email address is provided in the description below. Thank you so much for your support. Tip number 4 is notaries are higher ranked than lawyers. So back home in Canada, lawyers do prevail over notaries. It is not like that here in Mexico, or Puerto Vallarta at least. And essentially the notaries handle all of the paperwork. So when it comes to registering the title and completing all of the documents needed for property title transfer, Notaries are in charge and they are the mediator between the buyers and the sellers. And tip number 5 or 5th thing I wish I knew is that the property taxes in Puerto Vallarta are extremely low, which is great news. Now, depending on where you're watching this from, I'm not certain what the property taxes are in your state or what have you. In Canada, property taxes are quite high. So in Vancouver specifically, so as an example, for a 2-bedroom condo in the Jalisco state, your property tax will likely be between $100 to $200 US a year. That is a huge difference from what I'm used to, which is probably about 10 times more than that. So that is definitely something that I would have loved to know before making a decision on making a purchase in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico, because these tax savings are significant. And as a bonus tip that I wish I knew, and this one is not necessarily positive, but it is something that I would have loved to have known, and I've covered it in one of my previous videos, but that is when you buy pre-sale, the HOA fees or strata fees for my Canadian viewers are going to differ from what you're quoted upon purchase. So making sure that you have a cushion for possibly much higher strata HOA fees for at least the first year of your ownership is extremely important, because as I've shared in my previous video, which if you haven't seen it, I'm going to link it below, my experience has been negative in this particular case. And even though I was quoted a $2 a square meter HOA fee, we are being currently charged $5 a square meter HOA fee, which is a significant difference for an investment property or a vacation property. So that is definitely something to consider. Here we have it, friends. 5, 6 tips I wish I knew before purchasing a property here in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. I hope you find these helpful. Thank you so very much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.